as it says on the title, I think I might have made a mistake. Or have I? Let's get on with the video and find out why I might have made a mistake, because it's one of the 22 Locos that are sitting on this table right here. Have I really made a mistake? 50% of you might think I have, and 50% of you might not. One of these Locos is really not worth the money. It doesn't run properly, kind of stutters and starts, and the bodywork is awful, and there is a lot of damage, and there is a really bad, rough, hand-painted job being done on it, and it's not even in the correct colours. But can you figure out from the thumbnail picture which one? Or let's dive into it and see if you can figure out which one it is. So I'm going to give you some clues as we go along, or rather what it isn't that appears to be wrong. Now before we start, I'm just going to point this out. 22 Locos, okay? Mr. Budget here. I do believe you can do this thing cheaply. 22 Locos, 17 of which were under £35, or 17 of them. 5 weren't. We'll go into the reasons why they weren't when we come to each of them Locos. So let's crack on. Let's have a look at what I've managed to pick up the last couple of months. This has been about 2 to 3 months worth of buying combined, put together in one big video. Again, I'm pushing the narrative of you don't have to spend a fortune. Let's get on with it, folks. But here we go. Let's get on with this. So 22 Locos, one of them not worth the money. It's not this one. If you can see that badge, it says spares and repairs, not that. You see this one, it says NR, non-runner, not that neither. It's in here. So go on, just for a laugh, see if you can figure out which one it is that I think is a mistake buying it, and we'll get to that. So let me quickly run through what I bought, why I bought. So this 61XX, bought from North Yorkshire Movers Railway. They had a stall out raising funds for the Dame Vida Lynn restoration. I bought that, and I bought a lot of other stuff as well, just to say that we'd put money into the restoration. He offered me it for a little less than the 30 quid because we spent over 100 quid with him, but because it was for a special reason, I said I was happy to pay the 30. Nice looking Loco, runs a bit iffy, it needs a service, but it's under 35. 1, 2, 3, 86s, 85s. I wanted these because a while ago I bought one old Triumph electric, and I suddenly thought, well, why would you only have one on your layout? You would have more than one. So we bought that one, and that one. All of them run, all of them are in pretty good condition. The only issue is this one, because it's in Anglia rail colours and it's going to have to be repainted. But that was the cheapest out of the 3, which kind of makes up for it. So there was my thought pattern with that. So let's chuck that to one side. So you now know it's not any of the electrics. So what have we got over here? Class 52 Western, 19 quid it says on the price. It was bought with 3 other Locos at a local show in Scolby, which is near Scarborough, about an hour and a bit away from me. Had a run through at the weekend, bought 4 Locos. He did me a deal, which meant that I got all 4 of them for the equivalent of £31.50 each. Again, under my £35. So this Lima, it's in pretty good order. It sort of runs, but it hasn't got its original box. We got that one there. We bought this one, um, just a standard green 460. That was at 29. Where else did we buy? The non-runner, and we bought. What else did we get in the box off him? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and the Class 5. I've already got a Class 5, but I quite like the looks of the Class 5s. So he did all four for 126 quid. Do the maths, people. That's £31.50 per loco. And only one of them is a non-runner, and it's because the wires come off. I've already had a look. So there was the reasoning, is they're cheap. I cannot walk away from a cheap offer. Okay? So that covers that. Then we've got that one, and that one, and this one. All Class 56s. Denied for a while about putting Class 56s in amongst my lot because it's supposed to be a transition from steam to diesel, and I was kind of looking at a cut-off date. These are slightly after the cut-off date, but I like the look of them, so I bought them. So we've only got one in the colour I was looking for, and we've got these two. Can't remember what I was told before about this particular pattern. It's when it went into different rail sectors, but all three of them run. They're all fine, and they were all under 35 quid. In fact, I think one of them was under 30 quid, but I can't remember which one. So we've got two Dapol models, two Dapol, and I think, yeah, a mainline. So that covers them. So it's narrowing it down now, folks, where we're at. So what have we got left? Now we've got left what's on the table. So we'll take that 56 out. And let me just juggle things around. So, I saw an advert on eBay. These two Locos right here, a 37 and a 33. Wrong colour scheme for me, perfect for me. And I put the starting bid on. And then forgot all about it till I got that pay now off eBay. So we went in, I'm thinking, what am I paying for? It was these two. I'd actually won for £18 and coppers. Both of them run, both of them need a service, but they're in good order, there's no damage to them or anything else. Then I realised I had to go and collect these things, and I thought, oh God, where are they? Thankfully for me, they were 25 minutes up the road from where I live. I went up to go and collect, and the gentleman had a load of other railway stuff there. And he said he didn't really like eBay, he didn't understand about trains. Long story short, I spent a while with him, give him some hints and tips on what to sell, what to bundle together, etc. But he had some other things that I was interested in. So, let me just move around. So we had this. City of Bristol. Beautiful loco. Came as a train set. Yeah, I've got the box. It's next to me. It's called the Royal Scot. Came with 4 red and cream coaches. None of it has ever been out the box, and I literally mean none of it. There's nothing to show that it's ever seen a track. Now, I didn't want the track, even though it was brand new track. It's Hornby track, and I'm using Pico. So I didn't want the track. I didn't want the track mat. I didn't want the little station halt. I've got loads of them. And I didn't need the power pack. So I said, look, you've got an odd job lot. Put your power pack with that. Put your track mat with this. Put this track with the other track you've got, etc. I'll buy just that and the 4 coaches, which he left in the box for me, which was nice. Beautiful. Runs perfectly. Absolutely stunning condition, as also is the 4 coaches. So did I pay more for that than I normally would? Yes, I did. I was sat talking to the guy, nice fella, and I won't disclose the price, but let's just say it was almost 2.5 times what I normally pay, there or thereabouts. But I did get 4 coaches and a brand new loco, so I'm very happy. He also had these two. I've got a Nigel Gresley and a Mallard in green. He had them as well as separate items. I paid more than my 35 for them as well, but again, nice models in very good condition, so more than happy to give him a fair price. I wasn't expecting to buy them, but they were nice models, and I paid a little bit more than I normally would, but not ridiculous amounts. So that takes care of. Let me juggle things around a little, folks. Oh. See, we're narrowing the field down. Have you got your guesses in yet? Which one is the lemon? Which one did I pay too much money for, considering that I like to buy cheap? So, he's the... Yeah, that doesn't look good, I know, but that's my fault. I dropped it on the way. After opening the box, I dropped the bloody thing. So now you're down to 4 Locos. Oh, sorry, I never mentioned that one either. Oh, this. I bought myself another Class 17 Helgen. I really like the Class 17s, and I thought, sorry, why not? I'm having one. 74 quid for that. It's beautiful. It's in immaculate condition. Very, very happy with that. So let's get to these. So we've got 2 AFs. Why 2? Well, because I was reading up on my triangle hoppers, which are over here, and it said in the days of staying in Liverpool by an 8F, and I looked at an 8F and I thought, oh, I quite like that logo, it's quite nice. So I've bought 2 now. I've actually bought 3 because I've got another one on its way as we speak. Again, both under the 30, well, I think both these were under 30 quid. So 2 nice 8Fs, good condition. And we got the one that was the mistake. This. A little triangle. Could be a 61 XX, kinda looks like one. It's a triangle. I bet you all think, it's that one, it's that one, it's that one. No, you're wrong. It's this one. Well, let me quickly talk about this. Why did I buy this? It was 9 quid. £9. I had a couple of minutes to go. When I'm searching on eBay, I always adjust the findings by ending soonest. Sometimes that's where you get a bargain. People haven't seen them, or it hasn't done any bids, or it's not doing very well, and you can jump in. 0 bids. Starting price £8.99. So in you go, £8.99, 1. Why did I buy it? Because it was cheap. I have an Airfix version of this, which is very similar to the Triumph, which, if you look back quite a while ago of my old videos, I did an Airfix version. I stripped it. It was a terrible runner. I figured out eventually what was wrong with it. I got it running really nicely, and then I completely repainted it, and I weathered it and rebadged it and everything else, and I was really proud of what I'd done with it in the end. So there you go, 9 quid. Loads of scope for me to do things to it. Now we're going to finally get to the nitty gritty. This. A Class 14, otherwise known as the Teddy Bear. Believe it or not, this is the most expensive Loco out of all of what you've just seen there today. It's even dearer than that Helgen Class 17 that's in a box. This come like this. So what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it is it doesn't run. What's wrong with it is it's battered. It's got loads of bodywork damage. It's got lots of missing handrails or loose handrails. You can't see the head cords at the end because they're covered in crap. And it's got probably the worst paint job I've ever seen. Really badly brush painted in black. If you can see, I don't know whether you will because of the light, there's like a metal band goes around there. It's broken here, it's missing completely there, and it's the same story at the other end. It's missing completely on the corner. It's awful. Windows are buggered. The numbers look like an afterthought because they're actually sitting, these numbers are sitting proud of the paint, which they shouldn't be, which tells me that, well, what does it tell me? He either hasn't done them right or he hasn't lacquered it over or something. So I have a lot of work to do to this. I know there are people out there that do not like Helgens. Well, I don't care who makes it. If it's a right price, then I'm going to buy it. So, did I make a mistake? In the sense that it was a lot of money for a pile of junk? Yes. Did I make a mistake on what it cost me? Absolutely not. Go and look these things up. The cheapest one I could find, brand new, was £125. And it was in bright orange and some other colour, can't remember what it was. I need mine to look like they did back in the 60s, which is two-tone green. So I've got the two-tone green for when I repaint it. But 125 quid was the cheapest I could find, and that meant I would have had to have repainted it. Why do I want to spend 125 quid to repaint a Loco? So I've looked and looked and looked and looked. I've missed out on one, which went for £1 more than I was prepared to bid. And that was 90 quid that I bid. This one I got for £84. So it's now, that is £10 dearer than that 17 that's not got a thing wrong with it. But these, for some reason, seem to collect a stupid amount of money. And you could honestly say that majority of what you see are 150 quid. I've seen second-hand ones close to that price as well. Now, yeah, I know that people are going to say, but they're not worth as much when they're repainted. Probably not. But I'm not selling it. I'm not repainting it and doing all this work so I can sell it on eBay for profit. It's to go on my layout. That was the whole point. So there you go. As quick as I could make it, 22 new additions to the fleet. I'm happy with what we've paid. You know, I mean, 19 quid was a stupidly low price, 9 quid for the Trian. We've had some bargains here. And as I said, other than the 17 and this, I have, and the two, these two and that one. Sorry, I forgot about them. But I've got 17 wagons at 35 or under. 35 is my cut-off. If I can't get to 35, I wait and I look another day. They do come around. They are difficult, and I also understand that sometimes people don't want to take on repaints or anything else. They just want to buy a Loco that goes on the track and runs. Well, then you've got no choice but to pay the money. I am happy to take on something that doesn't run, and I am happy to take on something like that one and like that one that are in the wrong colours for me, because I don't mind painting. So there you go. Quick look at it all. Does anyone take a guess? I won't know till I produce this video. But if you all took a guess and you came up with this one, well done. I deliberately didn't want to give you any hints, but I deliberately also left it at the front. I'm looking at a screen that's about, what, 3 inches, 4 inches, not 56. So I don't know how obvious it is that it's this one, but I put it at the front so you could kind of look at it and think, oh, that doesn't look very good. That was your clue. But anyway, there you go. If you want to see what we're up to next, well, this video has jumped in ahead of me finishing the hoppers, because the last weekend when I should have been working, I was out for the day. Was out for both days actually with the kids, with it being nice. And I thought, you need to put something in. I've not introduced you all to this lot, so this is a jump in. So if you want to see me doing more of something like this, buying cheap Locos, telling you why I bought them, how I bought them, where I bought them, or if you're waiting to see the conclusion of the hoppers that will now go beyond the 8Fs, then you need to subscribe, don't you? If you haven't already, click the button, because then you can see what I'm doing whenever I put the videos on, which is every 2 weeks. So there you go, folks. I'm going to shoot. Thank you for all of you that passed comment and everyone that viewed the last Hopper video where I took them from basic orange, red, green toys into what they are now. So that will be the next video, and we'll get them out and you can see them finished, completely finished. So time to go. Thank you folks for watching. I hope maybe I've given you a couple of tips on not spending too much money and look at tackling things yourself. And when you really should give your head a shake and think, have I done the right thing? Well, it was a bloody expensive piece of stuff for what it is, but I got what I wanted. Anyway, thank you folks. We'll catch you all again on the next one. Bye for now.